Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Your host, Superman in the house. Great news! Liquid Loans has, with its partnership with Tellor, Oracle has launched their own Oracle for Pulsechain, rebranded to FETCHOracle. So it's going to be native to Pulsechain, which is pretty exciting. It's going to have its own token, and of course, for you, you have the opportunity to become a Oracle reporter for Fetch, and there's obviously fees and a token involved with that. So another great top tier opportunity to earn some revenue there as a Oracle reporter. So let's get into it. We've had a crypto crazy, the CEO of Liquid Loans. Remember this in context. Liquid Loans was the third biggest sacrifice on Pulsechain, over $50 million after Pulsechain and PulseX. And of course, bringing a fork of Liquidity with the Liquid Loans protocol, and of course, other infrastructure, including FETCHOracle now. So super bullish. And we already know that Liquid Loans will be providing early incentive with their liquidity pools, and now they bring another form of extra income, potentially with FETCHOracle, which is pretty exciting. So this is just hot off the press, breaking announcement, and of course, great to see Nick Fett there from Tellor Oracle. And of course, crypto crazy there from Liquid Loans, the CEO. So you can check out the video. I'll leave it in the video description. But let's get into the big announcement. And of course, this was FETCHOracle here, so .com, and you can see the website pretty slick. FETCHOracle.com to come into Pulsechain. Bullish. We need big oracles like this, and having Oracle reporters is really bullish too for the underlying data. DeFi protocols need really strong, solid price calls over a long period of time so that the contracts don't fall over and financial numbers are accurate. So very important there. So FETCHOracle here, fully decentralized, transparent, and permissionless Oracle system powered by Tellor technology, built natively for Pulsechain. So awesome stuff. We don't have to worry about having oracles. So we've got this service. The problem, of course, oracles are essential for blockchain-based smart contract applications that require access to real-time and real-world data, such as price feeds. But there is a problem. Centralized points on on-chain data entry are increasingly vulnerable to manipulation, attack, and censorship. So the solution, of course, is Fetch is completely decentralized, immutable, and has no admin keys. There's no whitelisting, no permission required, and it achieves true decentralization through an unrestricted distribution network of anonymous reporters who protect, verify, and validate the submitted data. So that's very important there. So if you want to become one of those, there's an opportunity there to do that. Let's get into it. With FETCHOracle, you can trust the data your smart contract applications are relying on is accurate and secure data that can be submitted by anybody and checked by everybody, which is pretty neat. And of course, a lot of protocols coming on will need to use oracles. So that's pretty cool. How it works, let's look at the little animation, which is pretty neat. You got all the reporters on the side that may end up being you. Who knows? If you've got the infrastructure, real world data and events all coming in there, NFTs and price dexes and all sorts of stuff coming through the reporters, and of course into FETCHOracle. And of course, the users get to use that for all the applications that they're on. Now, the cool thing for reporters, they're going to get these incentive tips, and that's what is the new revenue source that you may end up getting, which is pretty neat. The Fetch token, of course, they're going to issue that native to Pulsechain. The purpose of the Fetch token is to align incentives between users, data reporters, and the community of token holders. Fetch is used to fund contracts that provide payment to data reporters, which eliminates the need for off-chain payment agreements, plus data submissions to the Fetch system are validated by economically rational community consensus, which is pretty neat. Decentralized, right? Truly decentralized. On Pulsechain, Fetch is a truly decentralized, permissionless Oracle system that offers unbeatable advantages and flexibility that is built for the community and powered by the community. Are you ready to revolutionize the way data is published and accessed on Pulsechain? Don't settle for anything less than true decentralization. Join the movement today. Obviously, you can join the Telegram there and Twitter, which is up at the top right there. So if you go to the Twitter account, you'll see that it's just a brand new account. There's 107 people on it, so it's actually growing pretty fast. It was only about 60 earlier, so definitely follow that on Twitter, and you can be part of the news there. Pretty bullish. Now, the other thing I'd like to say is that there is a white paper at the top right-hand corner, and you can have a look through that. That's going to have all the details on the white paper, and of course, you can go through with the introduction to Oracle. It's got a nice little flip-through page there, data submission, which is pretty cool. Tips and time-based inflationary rewards. All bonded reporters get 2% of tips and time-based rewards. which is pretty awesome. To become a reporter, an address will deposit the specific specified minimum bond amount for the chain. Those fetch are locked. They act as the bond until the reporter requests to withdraw them. The reporter must wait 1 week before they can withdraw. The Pulsechain is 100 fetch or $1,500 in fetch, whichever is greater in the US dollar value. The minimum US dollar amount is implemented to provide users a minimum amount of security on the system. Once a reporter has submitted their deposit, a reporter can submit values for any query, whether it's Pulse USD, Bitcoin block header information, weather data. After a reporter submits a value, however, they must wait a certain period of time to a configurable variable starting at 12 hours before submitting again. This is both to allow time for disputes as well as increase the number of reporters in the system. Reporters can choose to submit values of any ID they want, but in practice will likely pick an ID with the highest tip. IDs can be updated as frequently as they want. Reporters are rewarded in two ways: their tips and time-based inflationary rewards, which is pretty neat. So you can see that's pretty cool. For parties needing data more frequently than when time-based rewards are greater than the gas, they can simply add tips. The FETCHOracle can therefore be fast as needed. Parties will need to pay for tips to cover expense operations there, which is pretty neat. So you can get into the rest of that. That's got the data page there, the data that you have to provide, the disputes, of course, through the system. So it really tells you how the mechanics of the Oracle will work as well. It's got the governance, of course. Fetch's governance is used to settle disputes. And, of course, a monetary policy, the security. Fetch utilizes a fixed minting policy that incentivizes reporters through time-based rewards and protocol improvements and maintenance. This can only be changed through a fork, which is important there. It's got the security, of course, the architecture. So we'll jump through all of that as well. We're going to jump through all that. That is pretty much use cases. So if you want to read the full thing, definitely check that out. But very exciting. The new fetch system with its expansion to arbitrary data types works as an oracle for any piece of off-chain information, which is really cool. The specified structure of fetch with its lack of finality, ambiguously defined data points makes it a unique oracle and one that's not fit for high-speed values and needing instant accuracy or trusted endpoints that are open to any reporter. That said, there are a number of use cases that Fetch works well with and we look forward to expanding the user base in our community around these, which is price feeds from Pulse and Loan, for example, time-weighted average price, prediction markets, of course, who is the current president of the United States, bridging assets, bring BTC block headers into Pulsechain, security, data availability, sequence validation, so lots of applications there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's great news from the team. Definitely, if you want to find out more, jump into the Liquid Loans video and, of course, get into follow Fetch there on Telegram and Twitter. So I hope you guys like that. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. Another top-tier utility coming to infrastructure utility coming to the Pulsechain. Bullish. And we're launching within a week from the looks of it. So very exciting. Thank you, everybody. Subscribe, like, share the bell. Catch you next one.